And 5. No, I'm just playing. 4, 3, 2. All right. Welcome to, I'm going to call it Girl Talk now. Girl Talk with Molly, because fuck Captain right now. Captain is not here right now. He is at a basketball tournament with his sons, and I think it's Laughlin. So good luck to them. This is my friend Taylor.
Wow.
I called her Samantha earlier. Don't know why.
You can call me Sam though. It's okay.
This is Taylor. Taylor is an old friend of mine, and I was just discussing earlier how I know her, and it's a funny story, but just the gist of it is how small our town of Yucaipa is and how close-knit some of us still are, even though I think physically I haven't seen you in about 5 years?
Yeah, easily.
Oh
maybe
God,
more.
but I feel like I still like seeing you the other day at my house.
I was just thinking about that the other day. I was like, oof, good times.
Great times.
Yikes.
A lot of that.
Yeah.
One thing about Taylor that I admire, and why I probably feel like, even though we haven't physically seen each other, why I feel like I still know her and love her the way I do, is she's very open about, she's been very open over the years of, things that she's gone through about her body, which a lot of us women go through. And even me, and I really rarely talk about the personal issues I have about my image to people, and it's because I don't ever do that anyways, but I like it when other people do, because other people's the certain things that you say kind of trigger me to feel into my inner feelings and make me go, you know what, damn, that's me. And I really admire that you do that. I know that can be really hard.
Yeah.
It is.
It's difficult. It's difficult, but I don't know, it's necessary.
We were discussing earlier kind of getting around some things, like a lot of it just comes from, do you feel like talking about it just makes you feel like it's a diary to just kind of get it out more?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially when you're talking to someone that listens, that, tries to understand where you're coming from versus trying to tell you, oh, you should have done this, or maybe you should do this.
Yes.
How about just listen to me talk?
And that's always what we were talking about earlier, it's always the hardest thing. I was saying earlier how, when you're discussing, when you're losing weight, or, say you do lose some weight and other people comment on it, sometimes the comments could seem like they're encouraging, but sometimes, they're a little bit asshole-ish. If I'm losing weight, don't start telling me, oh, you're losing weight. You know what you can't do? This is what you should do, and blah, blah, blah. Just giving people extremes. Sometimes just giving someone a compliment, just leave it at that, or even if you're trying to help them, if they're saying, oh, this is what I'm doing, kind of watch how you talk to them about it. I feel like a lot of people sometimes low-key have hurt my feelings, I guess you could say, by, if I'm saying, let's say, I told someone the other day, I'm trying to lose weight, and, they start to do the extremities, can't talk, damn it, of me getting surgery. And I am not really one for surgery. I don't oppose it for anybody else, but for myself, I have lots of reasons why I don't want it. And, and I felt that part of the conversation, kind of, for them to say that, the way they did, I was like, wow, I never talked about surgery. I'm actually talking about doing things natural. You telling me surgery makes me feel like, am I that motherfucking big? Now I'm looking in the mirror oh my God, back to Respucia.
Maybe I do need surgery.
Yeah. But I personally, I don't want to do the surgery thing. I feel like it's a commitment, and if you don't do it the right way, you could really hurt yourself. And I don't see myself really being that strict for the rest of my life. And really, I just want to lose weight so that I'm more comfortable, more or less, and more healthy, and I can live longer to bug Samuel. Oh, by the way, Sammy's here. He's in the back. Ain't paying attention because he got his earphones on. But yeah,
poor guy.
I know, I've been fucking with him this whole time, huh?
It's amazing. I love it. That's true love.
It gets kind of to a point where, for me, I want to be more healthy. And when I've been talking about it, because, a lot of people see I joke around about my weight a lot, or, me trying to lose weight, which is fine. But, I do that as a way just because I'm really trying to get through it, Not every day is an easy day for me to be I'm going to go to the gym and and this is what I'm gonna do. Like sometimes that shit's really hard, like extremely hard. Like I might have a lot going on. I might really not have the energy. Sometimes I feel defeated. You know, a couple times. Like I remember one time I went for like a week. I kid you not, a week. Like in my head, I was doing like the right thing. Like I went for like 2 hours and every day, and like I think I lost like 1.5 pounds, and I was so upset.
Yeah, that's totally normal.
I cried actually, but I had never really tried to lose weight a lot, you know. So this was like at the beginning stage when I didn't understand, you know, it's a slow process, and you gotta eat the right way, and you know whatever it is, and it. I see how it's hard for me to talk about because it's always been uncomfortable, extremely uncomfortable actually. But with you said you've been dealing with this for a while.
Yeah.
And I was discussing with her. She had, you know, you lost a certain amount of weight by your 20s.
Yeah, I was about 19 when I started, like my weight loss journey.
And what sparked that for you?
Being in the dressing room, and I was so used to like I hadn't gone shopping in a long time, and I was like, I need some new jeans. So I went and I grabbed a pair, size 7s, didn't fit. Grabbed a 9, didn't fit. Worked myself all the way up to a 15, and they barely buttoned. And I just lost it in the dressing room and just cried. I cried, and I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. And so and I started that day. That day I was like, I'm doing this.
You're gonna stay focused on it.
Yeah.
Did you feel like you had a lot of support when you had started?
Yeah, I did. I had Johanna, actually. Johanna. Love her. Her sister Christina had a friend named Kate, and it was Christina and Kate. They were always like, let's go and walk, let's go like to the track and go run. So it was like I was around people who were doing the same thing I was. So it was honestly perfect. It was perfect.
So did you feel like you had to remove yourself a lot from other situations to get focused on that?
Not necessarily, because I was like, do this for yourself and don't do it for anybody else, and that's kind of like what I stayed focused on like the entire time.
That's a good way. See, that's once you start to get to that point, you know, I think that's where you really, really want it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's should feel like more of an easier journey, I guess you could say.
It shouldn't feel like like it's a battle. This is for you. It's not for anybody else around you. So it's like, just think of that. Think of you later on and how happy you're going to be.
Do you, because one thing I know about you is you've always been a very goofy, charismatic person. Yeah. I fucking love her energy. Do you feel like when you were back as a teenager, when you were at that size, do you feel like you had any type of problems with being big? And
not really. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it really hit me until that day, because like people made comments, of course, and people would say things, and I was just like, whatever. And
because your personality is made you feel like, when you talk about just.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely, like I said, since I was little, had comments made to me, and I guess I just never really sparked anything inside me to want to be any different. So
that's why I asked you this, because when I was younger, I had never really had nobody really say anything to me personally at school or anything that made me feel in a kind of way. I just more or less had like it's like kind of like at home comments, I guess you could say. But really, I've always been really comfortable with myself. But I always felt like, you know, maybe it was me because I was like a people person, you know. So I felt like my personality overclassed me being bigger.
Right.
So that's why I always counted on my personality trait more than people looking at my physical, you know what I'm saying? So when I got older, I started realizing that they were looking at my physical. I'm like, wait, no, my nigga, I got a personality.
What do you mean?
But you know, I don't know. I never really had too many problems like dating, like when I got older with being bigger. But when I was younger, yes, I had so many issues with it. But I didn't think anything of it because I was such a tomboy anyways. I wasn't really, that's what I kind of thought it was too, a little bit. But as I got older, I was like, because I would have like guys tell me like, oh, I really, really liked you in high school. Like I had the biggest crush on you in high school. I'd be like, well, why didn't you say anything? Cause you ain't gonna tell nobody like the fat bitch, huh? Like, shut the fuck up and get the fuck up out of here with that shit. Yeah. And so that was always like a trigger for me. Like when I got older, like when I would hear that, like, oh, so you want to talk to me now, but you want to talk to me then? Like, nigga, I'm bigger now. So it was always that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? I think that with a lot of girls today, and when I say girls, women too, even my age, suffer with trying to look like what they see on TV. And I was just speaking to a family member about this, where everybody's looking alike. You know what I'm saying?
Look on Instagram.
Everybody looks alike. Everybody has the same type of look. I talked about this one time on a show where it's like, I feel like, you know, everybody wants this perfect, you know, fat ass, skinny waist, you know, all that. But it's like, that gets boring to look at all the time. One, but it's like, where is it in our mental that we've decided that that's what perfection is? Like, that's what we have to look like. That's what we need to be like. I don't think, like for me, I love men. Don't get me wrong, I love men, but I can appreciate a woman. And every time I see a woman now, like all of them, there's something like that are so gorgeous, but I look and I go, but she looks like that, and she looks like that, and she looks like that. I'm like, nobody has no individualism anymore.
Yeah, 100%.
And half the time when I've come to notice a lot of girls that they look like this, when you actually talk to them, they don't portray that confident look that they're owning. You know what I'm saying? Like, they actually have more insecurities than anything. It makes them come off way different than what they look like. So I start to wonder, are you even happy looking like that?
Yeah.
Like, so that's why I feel like I want to keep things to where I want to naturally kind of do me and keep my own, my own, still look like me and be me, but just, you know, just smaller, I guess you could say.
Fair enough.
That's what I really want from it. I see, or, you know, go back to what I was talking about with you too. I seen that you have your baby.
Yeah, she's so cute. She's wild, but she's cute.
She's wild.
I know, like mother, like daughter. Poor Joe.
Who does she act like more?
Joe will swear me 100%. 100%. Ooh, sorry, guy. You got two in the house now.
Do you see a little bit of her? I mean, him and her?
I do, but I'm not gonna lie. She's like me. She's, oh no. I'm like flashing back, and I'm like, oh, it's gonna be a long 18 years. Well, forever years, but.
Them 18 is really critical. When you had got pregnant with her, how was that for you with your thoughts about?
Mortifying. The first thing that hit me was, I'm gonna get fat. It's like, I'm gonna gain weight, I'm gonna get huge, and I'm gonna hate myself even more than I do now. And I did not want to eat. I was like, I can't do this. And it was rough. It was a rough couple of months in the beginning, for sure. So
you went through all that. You went through the pregnancy, which like you said, was pretty hard. Since she's been born, now how are you feeling about everything?
The exact same as when I started.
Like, back to square one?
Back to square one.
Do you think COVID has a lot to do with that?
No, it's mental.
A lot of mental?
100%, yeah.
I asked that part because I feel like a lot of people have been more, especially kind of me too, since with COVID and having, you know, be locked away and everything being closed and all sorts of stuff, like, it was so much to sit back and like not do and not be able to do, you know. And excuse me, don't get me wrong, I know everybody could be like, well, you could have did at home workouts. Like, bitch, shut the fuck up, okay?
I mean, people did, but
why the fuck would I do that when I got an ounce of weed right here, nigga? And Batman, get the fuck up out of here.
Some Doritos.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think that's, like I said, for me, that was like a big thing, but you said not for you.
No. I think, I mean, COVID, obviously, it hit right when I got pregnant last year. And I was like, oh my God, this is so perfect because I'm pregnant and no one can do anything. And I was kind of like, motherfuckers. But
we all get fat, bitch.
Oh man, but that's how I felt. And then I was like, oh, this is perfect. And I don't know, COVID, it was more of an excuse, I think, for like a lot of individuals, but it definitely wasn't mine.
Yeah. I can't say that. COVID was my excuse, low key, for a lot of things. I did try to go on walks. I did try to, girl, I tried everything. I think, you know what? It's the holidays really fucked me up.
Yeah. Thanksgiving, you know, I always think about your gravy meme, the canoe on the mashed potato. I saved that like a long time ago. And I was like, fucking Amy.
I remember that. Fucking, I love Thanksgiving. Yeah. You know what's funny about me with Thanksgiving is I look forward to Thanksgiving every year to not eat. To be frank, but I know it sounds weird, but like I won't even eat. I eat the next day. That's when I eat. And I don't eat the whole, I can't even eat a whole plate. Like I be talking shit. Like I can only eat a portion. I know, I have to eat it in sections. I'm a weird eater.
I gotta eat it in sections.
But back in the day, bitch, oh my God, I used to fuck shit up, dude. And this is like, that's part of a little bit why I'm big too. Because you know what? When I was a teenager, I used to try to keep up with my homeboys, right? I had this homie, Johnny McKee was like my brother. And me and this nigga would go to, one time I remember we went to Humdown Buffet. He's like, we gonna take this down. Like, we gonna get our $10 worth. I said, yes, the fuck we are. And we did, bitch. Like, oh my God, I think this right here is dessert. This is the dessert portion from that night.
It's okay.
But now I can't do shit like that. Like, honestly, I mean, I eat enough, but I get full so fast. I hate that. I think it's because I'm old, though. I think that's where it comes from.
I don't know. I put it down when I do eat.
And you would think, and it's crazy because I'm bigger and I can't eat that much, right? But like skinnier people can. And my brother, for instance, my brother could take, my brother one time took down, I kid you not, 6 of double cheeseburgers from McDonald's, but he had made them all into Big Macs. So he made 6 of those. He had a bag of fries, bitch. Not a large fry, a bag of motherfucking fries and a bag of chicken nuggets and sat there. He was like, oh, I'm gonna bring you something. Bitch!
What do you want?
And he's always been thinner. Well, now he's older, he's like gained weight.
It'll catch up.
Oh, it did. It did at one point, but he's lost it now. But I have a sister too. Like they get a certain type of weight, but they still stay slim. Yeah. Me, bitch, fuck that. I've said this before. I'm telling you, I can lick a Dorito and
same. Whatever. Doritos are good.
Oh, love Doritos.
Okay, I love a good Dorito.
Oh, Sammy brought me 3D Doritos.
Is that what that?
No, I think that's regular Doritos. Yeah, those are no, bitch. I love those at my house.
Make something cottage cheese.
I love cottage
Johanna
cheese.
showed me that.
Johanna, I'm gonna have Johanna on.
You gotta get Johanna on here.
I do. I love Johanna. So one of the things that the reason I wanted to have her on here too is because we were in a conversation, and she was telling me that she wants to do an Instagram with hot women with beards. So I thought that was like a great idea, and I think it'd be even cooler because there's so many women within our little community who are really hot and moms, and that I feel like go through the same things that we go through. Yeah. And I think that it's a big encouragement. I think it would be a great idea if, you feel like there's something that you want to present about yourself and show what you're proud of. Like, that'd be a good, like, platform to be able to do it on, and have a beer while you do it. Shit. Like, so I wanted to help you promote that and put that out there. Any moms out there or women in general who are proud of their bodies and wants to take a picture of them looking bad as a motherfucker with a beer, with a drink, whatever, I'm going to have her information for you to hit her up so she can get that started. And we were talking about the camera situation, right? Yeah. You said you wanted to get a good camera. Mm-hmm. So do I. I'm in the middle of getting it probably about this week. So I'm going to offer my services. She's not offering her. I'm offering me. If you want to take this picture and you don't have a camera to do it or whatever, I will come take the picture for you. Or you can send us pictures wherever you want, but we're going to do this. Yes.
Yes. I've been there.
Do you want to take pictures too?
Oh, I'm not it. Yeah. Maybe. We'll see how it goes.
No, she's going to take pictures. I'm going to make her do it. She took some really hot pictures last time, and that's why I want her to show more of them.
Yeah, with my iPhone color from 1976.
So she's gonna have all the Instagram information for her stuff in the box.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you
Soon.
for this. I think this is gonna be a big thing for you.
It'll be so fun. It'll be so fun. Like, why not?
And I think it's gonna be something where you're gonna see the encouragement from around with everybody else, because I'm telling you, all of us go through what we're talking about right now. All of us go through it. I've noticed that, and for years I've kind of noticed like a lot of women are afraid to admit their insecurities because they see it as a weakness. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that bitch gonna know. Like, just so y'all know, we all know. Like, women, our insecurities show in everything. Like, once you have an attitude with bitches, or you're a certain way, that just shows a lot of your insecurities. You just don't realize we all see it, but baby, we see it. And the reason I can say that is because I started seeing within myself. You know what I mean? Like, I've been an asshole about certain situations, and I realized like, that's because I'm a little insecure about this part or whatever. That's the part of checking yourself. Not a lot of people got there yet, but you're gonna get there. But no, we all go through that, and I think encouragement for one another is so much is a better step than acting like this is not happening. You know what I mean? And then keeping it behind closed doors and feeling some type of way.
Yeah.
And it's not. I don't know how to explain it, but it's not it's not that hard for us to just tell someone something great about themselves, or put yourself a little bit out there for someone to understand you a little bit more too.
Yeah, for sure.
It's always in one of those communities, I think, where not community. It's always something where it's better to have in a community. See, that's the weed I smoked before this. I'm sorry.
I didn't.
She won't.
I'd be like, shaking.
Dude, nobody ever wants to smoke with me, ever.
I would fall out of this chair. I wouldn't be here right now. I'd be upstairs crying.
So I wanted to ask you again about mommy life, because everybody knows I'm anti wanting kids. However, I like kids. I love kids, and people don't think that, but I really do love kids.
You love the kids that you can hand back.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Your daughter's so cute.
Thank you.
And it's so funny for me to see Taylor as a mommy.
It's so weird. Still, I was like, I just at my mom's house the other day, and I was like, wow, I'm a fucking mom. And she was like, it's been 7 months.
You're barely realizing
that?
that?
She's like, and you still haven't processed it? And every day I'm like, wow, that's mine.
It was just like a broke-ass best friend.
Yeah. She looks at me like I'm rich as fuck.
Like, no, I need you to stop shitting. As a matter of fact, are you ready to potty train?
Enough. I've done enough.
I'm over this now.
Yeah.
I remember one time you had posted about like people changing like with their friendships with you. Like,
yeah.
Do you find that? I know I've had people kind of like get mad at me when they have kids, and they're like, "You're so mean. Ever since I had a baby, you don't come around." I'd be like, "It's not even that." But sometimes I can see where it can be, and I don't even notice it.
Yeah.
And do you feel like people can be insensitive about that?
Yes and no. Yes and no. Luckily for me, all my friends pretty much have kids.
Oh.
So I was the one that was like, I'm hanging out with you. You got kids. But I was super lucky to have all my friends have kids, and it's been okay. I mean, obviously people are like, oh, come out with us. You don't come out anymore. You don't hang out with us. You don't go to the bar with us anymore. I'm like, okay, well, I have someone else now. The shit that I want to do, I want to include her. I want her to be able to come out and see things and do things, and she obviously can't go to the fucking bar. So it's like,
so everything's switched up for you.
It's so weird.
That's so crazy for me with her, because she used to go out all the time, have fun, and like not even always on no ratchet shit, just always being like a fun out there person, and like to see that you could do that, but you want to do that with your baby is very different than a lot of bitches, because there's some bitches whose kids are always at grandma's house.
I can't lie. My mom and my grandma have eaten all the time, but I also work. So.
That's a different story. But
I did go to Vegas, and I was like, listen.
I'm going to Vegas, guys. When I saw you go to Vegas, I was like, she hasn't been out in forever. And then when I saw you like dress up and everything, I'm like, she was out there being a hoochie.
Oh, yeah.
I hadn't seen her being a hoochie in so long. I'm like, it's still there. Get it, bitch. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, we're going to wear the dress. We're going to wear the heels. Yeah. That's not really me, but
you have fun with
that
that
weekend.
See, when I go to Vegas, I like to wear a wig.
Oh, love that.
I know, and I change my personalities. There's Trina. I love being Trina.
I love that.
So I always say when I wear a wig in Vegas, I'm single, whether Sam is there or not. But it's just a saying that I keep doing with it. Like the one day I said it in front of, like, I'm walking through the halls and I was doing a Snapchat. I'm like, I got Trina on this, so I'm single. Some dude came up, he was like, oh well, hey, and I was like, I'm just playing, it's the wig.
That's the wig.
I should always gonna be in trouble. No, I like now getting dressed up and going to Vegas. In the past, it would just be like, I want to go party and I really give a fuck about it. But now I'm like, no, I want to become like a whole different person when I go.
Oh no, I still partied. I was like, I wore a hoochie dress, I didn't wear like a gown.
Could you still drop it like it's hot?
Girl, I was dusting the floor with this ass.
Oh my god, isn't your mom gonna watch this? That's crazy.
Sorry.
That's so fucking crazy. Like, your mom's watching this and she found that you was dusting the floor with that ass.
That ass. There was like dust marks when I got back home.
Your mom's gonna be like, I thought I saw dust mites.
Yeah. Is that what that was?
Jesus.
Oh no.
Did you go through that moment where you're like, I miss my baby?
Yeah, I FaceTimed for them and called them like crazy. I missed her.
I have a friend who's gonna be having a baby soon, and they're like, yeah, since I have a baby, like, I can't wait to go out. I'm like, bitch, you're not going nowhere. Listen here. If you're a first time parent right now, or about to be, or you haven't had no kids yet, it's coming from someone that don't got no kids that's gonna tell you right now. As soon as you pop out that motherfucker, you're not going anywhere. You're staying the fuck home. You're not gonna want to go to work. You're not gonna want to go to the store. You're not gonna want to do shit. And I say this because I've heard all you bitches say this. And as soon as that baby pop out, and I'll be like, oh, so you ready? I just can't. Like, my boobs are milky.
Yeah.
I can't.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of it, like, I've taken out homegirls and they'll be like, oh, I can't wait to go out. Okay, we're gonna go to dinner, we're gonna go do the snack. Girl, by the time we leave dinner, you know what? I gotta go. The baby, I just miss her. Like, there's nothing even wrong with the baby or nothing. You just miss him, like, and it's okay. It's what you're supposed to do as a mother. I get it. So stop lying to yourselves, though.
Thinking you're gonna go out.
Because you're not going nowhere.
You're not gonna want to.
At all.
There's a difference between you can't and you don't want to.
Like, I see girls who have to go back to work, they're like, I don't go back to work.
I did not want to go back to work. And I don't know if it was because of the kid or I just
don't want to go back to work. I know, I have to go back to work here pretty soon. I'm looking forward to it because I'm kind of, I understand that I don't have much to do, but lately I haven't had too much to do. I've had more bullshit going on than actual stuff, but I do get bored. But the thought of going to work and having to be around people just goes, oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Which goes into why I'm trying to lose weight. Also, I'm trying to catch a sugar daddy. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be okay with Sammy being my pool boy. Ew. You ready for that? He ain't hearing me because he got the earphones on. Hey, white man! See? He didn't hear me.
You heard that.
Yeah,
there he is.
Huh? Nothing, baby. I love you too, nigga. He's so cute.
I love you guys too.
Like, I'm feeling it. I have fun with you.
Always.
I forgot what the fuck I was talking about. See how I just got so sidetracked?
I don't even know.
I know. Well, oh yeah, just back to I wanted a sugar daddy. That's what that was. Yeah. I look. I'm not saying that it's the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? I think all people should work for money. But if a nigga just gonna be paying me just for being me, I want that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm getting tired. I'm getting old. I don't want to work with people and be nice to people. Like, I hate working with people. Like, I'm not a people person. Believe it or not, I do not like people. I know it seems like I do, but I don't. The reason I'm saying like this so you guys can all understand. It is hard for me to be around people. Especially, girl, when I was working at Walmart, I wanted to beat up every
Walmart's a different breed of people.
Shout out to some of my niggas at Walmart. But you know what, man? Walmart employees and customers could get these heads. Oh, and speaking of which, I know I'm missing a nail. I have an appointment with Gina in about 3 days. Mind your business. But yeah, no.
Gina.
They know who Gina is. I'm gonna tag her too in there. I love Gina. But yeah, I couldn't deal with the people. I was going crazy between even a little bit. I think COVID was more of a kind of a when people really start getting on my motherfucking nerves. But yeah, just all in all, I just realized I'm not a people person. I don't like dumb people, and I know that sounds mean, but there's a lot of dumb people, and I just didn't like it. Yeah. She's like, me too. I know most people are like, yeah, Amy, that's everyday life. And look, I get it. I know that everybody has to deal with that. But me personally, if you really know me, you know that I have always basically known what the fuck I want. And I've always placed myself in positions to where I get, I don't have to put up with bullshit. So when I do have to put up with bullshit, I'm like, fuck all that, bro. I'd rather suck dick, man.
Ding, ding, ding.
Sammy didn't hear that.
My lord.
I'm just kidding. I'd rather suck dick. That's the seltzer talking. Oh, it's just a bubbly. There's no alcohol.
There's weed in it. I saw you checking.
Oh, I know.
Earlier.
No, I fucking poured weed into something and it splattered in here. I'm like,
grinder.
And I was like, you know what? It's all going to the same place. True tea. I know that's so bad. All right, but I had fun talking with you.
It's so fun. Thank you.
Ramon will be back. Captain will be back for another show pretty soon here. We've been very busy lately. Lots of stuff going on, but we're going to get it together. And I know I probably said that before, and I'm going to say it again probably, but you know what I'm saying? Still fuck with a nigga. And I am going to have more girl talk because I kind of like doing this. And if there's anyone out there that wants to join in any of my conversations, I would love to have you. I'm going to have you again.
Absolutely.
You better come in with Johanna. Oh my God, you have to be Johanna. You have to
all
be Johanna.
All three of us together.
Oof. Yeah, I know. Oh, that's a lot of fucking memories. That's a whole lot of shit. We have I don't even know if we could do that and record it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Everyone would get annoyed. Like, shut these bitches off.
It was nice seeing you guys. Thank you for watching. And Sam! I'm gonna go kiss my nigga.
Me too.